Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TNN Raw and Uncut, where you get nothing but news delivered to you with no filter and no script by none other than Tommy Sotomayor.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to TNN News Raw. I'm your host, Mr. Tommy Sotomayor. In today's news, I want to talk to you about a few people. You see them over my shoulder there. From left to right, I think it's left to right. Let's read their names. It's Mr. Michael Martin and Mr. Mikhail Martin. And the beautiful young woman that you see in the blonde-ish, yellow-ish, gold-ish hair hat. Her name is LaQuisha Lewis. Now, LaQuisha Lewis and the Martin brothers, and they are brothers not only in skin color, but they are brothers in relation, kinship. Well, they were sentenced to life in prison. Now, you know, I just did a story about a woman who was able to convince these dumbass dudes to go and commit a rape and robbery and kidnap of a husband and a wife, and the wife was 6 months pregnant. Well, let me tell you about this story. This story is a little bit worse, and it's kind of hard to get worse than that. This story took place last year, and there was a murder, and it happened in Township, Maryland. In Township, Maryland, Miss LaQuisha Lewis decided that, well, she had an argument with her baby's father. And if any of you have a baby's mama, or baby's father, you know that spark-ups happen. You guys argue. It's a part of being parents. Hell, if you lived in the same house and you were married, you can argue about parenting a child. Well, in this case, here's what happened. A 27-year-old man by the name of Robert Holliday. Robert Holliday was with Miss LaQuisha Lewis. And while they were together, here's what happened. The argument popped off and he walked off, got ready to get on a bus. She called the brothers Martin. They brought their strawberry 23 guns. And right before he was murdered, she sent him a text. The text message, she said, "You will soon die." LaQuisha sent this man this text message. While he waited on the bus, the brothers Martin shot and killed Mr. Holliday. They also injured two other people who ended up surviving. I want to ask you something, black men. Serious question. Come in. Why do we have so many stories of black women, or women, period, being able to convince you to go kill someone? Can you explain to me, what is it with this simp mentality? See, that's what's dangerous about trying to argue with other men over other men's opinion of black women. That's what's dangerous when you're running around threatening people's life because you don't like their opinion of black women. This is what's dangerous. Now, you can have people tell you Tommy's message is dangerous, and the way Tommy talks about black women is eventually going to get a black woman hurt. Well, I can show you right now that the dumbass rhetoric, since they like that word so much, the rhetoric of people who are willing to threaten someone because they don't like what they say online, or threaten someone because they don't like what they say to a black woman. We have a murder right here. The exact same thing. No, we don't have to try and make Sergeant Willie Pete's story end up being Asia McGowan's demise. No, we don't have to pull a stretch. This is exactly what's going on right now. You have a bunch of simp black men who are being easily led by, you see that woman. You see what she looked like. People keep asking me, what is simp? It's someone who idolizes mediocre pussy. And it don't get no more mediocre than the woman on there with the Super Saiyan hair hat on. These men were convicted, along with the woman, and they will be serving life in prison. Do you not see a problem with the idea that these women are so destructive? And I ask you, black men, if you got a chance, you better run. My own grandmother, again, I'll repeat what she said. She said, most black men are in hell or in jail because of the mouth of a black woman. The Bible tells you that the words are sharper than any two-edged sword. This woman's words, within minutes, were able to get her child's father murdered. And she was so stupid that she texted the murderers and then text the murder victim that he was gonna get it, and he got it. And again, I want y'all to pay attention that right now my life is constantly threatened, address is constantly given out, girlfriend's address given out, phone number given out, daughter's mother's address given out, grandmother's address given out. Black woman actually called my mother's job and church. Black woman still continues to talk crap and stalk me 3 years later, claiming that it's because I said something about her daughter. You don't understand why I speak about black women the way I do? You don't understand why the majority of people follow me and listen? Because almost every one of us has dealt with a destructive black woman that has no problem trying to get you beaten, as the man found out in Dallas, Texas, when he tried to save the black beast, and next thing you know, she turned on him, came back and had him shot. He tried to save this woman's life, and he lost his own. This man was arguing with his daughter's mother, or child's mother, leaves while waiting on the bus stop. He gets shot and killed by two men so eager to please this nasty looking whore. And I don't care who I offend. The fact that you guys are willing to do all this stuff for a tattooed up person whose hair smells like crap because they refuse to even like themselves, who looks like an idiot walking around with blonde hair, gold hair in their head, their skin be horrible. Look at the majority of most black chicks' skin. They don't take care of their skin. They don't take care of shit. But they'll take care of you, buddy. Go look up the Savannah beauty queen who had her boyfriend, who shot and killed her boyfriend herself and got off. And she shot him while he was at his other girlfriend's house. And she was able to get off on that. What about the one from North Carolina, the law student, who came all the way down to Atlanta and stabbed her boyfriend in the neck? What about the ones in Florida who got the Jacksonville Jaguars defensive tackle? He is paralyzed to this day from the neck down because he tried to go and see them after the club, and they had him set up and shot while he's sitting in the parking lot waiting. Now, I don't have to make up any stories. I don't have to talk about my own stories, but I could just talk about my own stories. But why don't you guys think about your own story? Why don't you consider the fact that if people are fighting this hard, and it's just a small segment, but they sure are fighting hard, and they're not fighting fair, because they don't say, hey, what you just said isn't true. That story's not true. What they say is, you a scam artist. What they say is, you scamming people, and you been to jail, and you hate your mama, and you a self-hated coon, and we gonna kill you if you ever, somebody gonna kill Tommy if he come to their neighborhood. He can't keep talking about people like that. Now, these concepts. This is the defenders of these whores. You brothers keep losing your life and killing each other over a group of women who would trade you out as soon as she got a chance. Don't believe me? Why do you think she watch Scandal every damn time it come on? The only reason black women are with you black men is because they ain't got no damn where else to go. And you too stupid to realize that. Anyway, this is TNN News. I'm your host, Mr. Tommy Sotomayor. Go see the article. I'm out.
beasties back. DC Montana was just the beginning, yeah, these beasties back. All lies on us, cause we destined for riches. We ain't stunting you niggas, and we don't fuck with you bitches, nah.
Fucking believable. Fucking believable. Fucking believable. Fucking believable. Fucking believable. Fucking believable. Fucking believable.